Hey, it's Gwen Fox, and I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome to this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, because we would love to have you. You know what I noticed in the last video is that people commented on other people's comments. I think that's the best ever, because you get other ideas and you know you've got support. And that's what this is all about, is support for you. So now, today I'm going to talk about brushes. You know, we need brushes. We're artists, and I don't know about you, but when I first started, I would walk into the art store, and of course I'm so excited I can't stand it. And it's just like the candy store, in my opinion. And it's better because there's no calories, but it's very expensive. But anyway, I digress. I look at all the brushes and I thought, I haven't a clue what each one of them are for. I don't know what they do, and I don't know what I need for my particular medium. So today I thought I would talk about brushes for the oil and the acrylic medium. Now I get this question a lot. Can I use oil brushes for acrylic, and can I use my acrylic brushes for my oils? Yes, you can, and no, you can't. And the reason I say this is that, yes, you can use your acrylic brushes for your oils, but then you can't go back and use them for your acrylics, because you will have a little bit of oil residue in that brush, and that's going to ruin your acrylics. Now, your oil brushes, if they're brand new, yes, you can use them for your acrylics, but they need to stay with your acrylics. When I started looking to do this, I realized that there are more names of brushes than I realized. There are more styles than I even realized. I didn't know that there were sword liners and blue squirrel dagger stripers. I had no idea. I have never used them. I don't know what to use them for. But anyway, there are varnish and gesso brushes, there are wash brushes, there are liner brushes, hake brushes, professional brushes, student brushes, angle brushes, fan brushes, filbert brushes, flat brushes, and round brushes. Is that not enough to confuse anybody? Now, and also the other thing is that they're made of different things. They're made of different fibers. They're natural and synthetic, and there are blends. There's mongoose, hog, badger, sable, squirrel, synthetic, goat hair mop brushes, and then there's an assortment. Mongoose used to be considered the premier brush for oil paints because of it's got the good bounce to it. It's really good. And then because the mongoose became labeled into the endangered species, they had to make a blend to have the same feel as the mongoose. And what they did is they took the hog hair brush and they made the strength in the synthetic, and then they took the mongoose hair and they did the elegance and the bounce of a sable. So those you will see synthetic, and that's what it is. So I know I probably confused you more than you ever wanted to be confused. So it's the other thing too is that that there are so many brands out there. There are brands. So what do you do? What are they used for? How are they being used? And are they for you? For what you want? So now I'm going to go over a little bit of what they are, and then I'm going to tell you what I use. You will see the word bright on a brush, and you'll think, what on earth is bright? Bright is a brush that is shaped like this. It's flat at the top. It's not angled, it's flat. Then you will see the name filbert. A filbert brush is rounded ever so slightly. They're my favorite. Then you will see, of course, you've got your round brushes. You've got round brushes. I'm going to put this like right here. Maybe you see it better. You've got round brushes, and this is the same. I will tell you about this brush later. Then you have the Esconda brushes. These are great if you want to do flowers. They're just wonderful. They hold a lot of paint. They're for acrylic. They're for oil. They hold a lot of paint. You could just go to town, especially on a large canvas. Just an idea. So, what is for you and what are their purposes? Now, the one thing I didn't show you was that, let's say, this is a filbert, but they also come in longer. The hairs are longer. The synthetic hairs are longer. What does that do? It gives you more fluidity. Personally, I don't care for that. It gives me too much. I get too loosey-goosey and I don't have any control. So I prefer the regular, I think they're called shorts, but the others are long. They also come in different size handles, long and short. You pick what you prefer. I like the long because I can step back and I can, because I used to put tape sticks on my short handles so I could step back more from the easel. This way you're using your shoulder and you're not using your wrist. You don't want to use your wrist unless you're drawing. That's fine. So this gives you more control. You have less paint in there, but you get plenty of paint in there. And I like this. Now, what paints do I use? What paintbrushes do I use? Because, I've gone through a lot of brushes. If I could show you my brushes, which I should, I have a lot. And most of them are very old for the simple reason that I tried them and I didn't like them. And some of them were a lot of money. And there was a waste of money. But I will tell you this. It's like paints. Getting the good stuff makes a difference in the quality of what you are going to eventually finish. Meaning, if you have good quality paint, it has more pigment in it. If you have a good brush, it has more fluidity as far as being able to control it. It does the job. You know how to deal with it. A good brush is worth so much. Now, the ones that I personally like are these. Let me get these. Now, there are two kinds, and they're very much alike. And quite frankly, I buy which one's on sale. I like the Raphael Kevron. It's a mongoose synthetic, and they're blend brushes, and they're just like this. Or the Hamburg Premier Professional handmade brushes. They're fabulous. And I know they're on sale. Sometimes you can buy one, get one free. Buy one, get the other one free. Try it out. You will love these if you're doing oils. Now, acrylics, I don't do acrylics very much. So I can't tell you how they are, but I can't imagine they're not being fab. I think they would be just wonderful. These I use flat, meaning this side, or I use the side of it and I do the blending with the side. They're wonderful. They're just great. So I hope this has helped, because if you're painting with acrylics or oils, you need good brushes. And you also need to know which ones are going to be for you. Now, a lot of people like the brights, meaning the flat off at the top, the flat. And I don't use those as much. But when I need one, I have one. I have one. So send me questions if you want. If you have a question, send me, I will answer you. And know that I appreciate you so much for being part of this channel, because you are a very important person. So I love you. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.